Hello and welcome to the Pool and Spa Professional Video Influencer Series. I'm Associate Editor Anthony Locicero. In this series, we'll bring you videos filmed live at the PSP Deck Expo, and in this episode, I'm speaking to Matt Gohlke, President of Gohlke Pools. Matt, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You've been enjoying the show.
I have. It's been a good show, Anthony.
Labor shortage, big issue. What are some ways for owners to hire, competitively attract the talent to their company?
Yeah, it's been tough. We were full, everybody that wanted a job before the pandemic had a job pretty much. And so the pandemic just made it worse with the demand on home services. It's been tough. I have been in this 37 years. I've not seen it this difficult to find people. What we do, what has worked for us, is we do Facebook posts, for help wanted ads. We do Indeed, even have done Reddit and got a couple of people. We've done a job fair too, college employment office. But what's really worked for us is friends and acquaintances of current staff members. We feel like we have a really good staff, and birds of a feather flock together. And so we encourage them to bring their friends and acquaintances in, and we pay a bounty for that. And another thing I think we've done that's kind of unique is we don't care if they're in the pool industry or not. We prefer they not be in the pool industry. The 75 to 80 employees that we have, less than 5 actually came to us from the pool industry. So we want to hire people that have a good attitude, good communication skills, and we feel like we can teach them about swimming pools. So that's worked well for us.
Glad to see you could find a solution in what's been such trying times.
It's been difficult.
What about retaining that staff now that you have them?
Well, I'm going to assume that everybody knows there's some core things you just have to do. You have to pay at or above market, have to have benefits, retirement, health insurance. If not, at least be working towards it. Paid vacation, sick leave. But it takes a lot more than that these days. It's not, I'm a baby boomer. You didn't really have to enjoy your job. You just worked, got paid on Friday. When I was, being raised working for my dad's second generation company, and it's just different now. Millennials are expected to make up 75% of the workforce by 2025, and so what they're interested in other things: work-life balance, happiness, community involvement, opportunity for advancement, just being treated well. And so I think we've done a good job of that. Our general manager, Nick Day, is super good at keeping up with what people want. Would you want your spouse to work there? Would you want your kids to work there? Would you want to work there? So anything that you can do, we do quite a few, I think, pretty unique things just to keep people happy. And so, I would encourage you to do that. Some things we do is like, we actually started feeding them breakfast every morning now, so it looks like a Hampton Inn, continental breakfast, cereal and fruit, breakfast bars, and milk and orange juice, and we do that every day now, where we used to do it once a week. We teach them financial planning. They have access to our CPA. We have a full-time mechanic that takes care of employees' vehicles. We have opportunities for community involvement that we're really involved in. There's just a lot of things like that we try to do to keep them engaged and keep them happy. It's a happy workplace is really the key, and that's what we've really worked at.
You seem to thought outside of the box a little bit too.
They're not all my ideas, trust me.
What advice could you give to owners wanting to improve their company culture?
Well, I think just ask people what they want. If you're losing people, maybe do an exit interview with the ones you're losing and try to get to meat of it. What are we doing wrong? What's wrong with our culture? People do not want drama at work. I don't want drama at work. And sometimes just one or two bad ones in a group of employees can ruin the whole batch. So I think just being a kind person and being understanding and flexible work schedule if needed, and just think of yourself in the employee position instead of the employer position, and just do the best you can and ask them. I think get feedback is key.
It's a different way of doing business.
Yeah, well, it's a little different.
When it comes to labor shortages and supply chain issues, do you see them getting better, worse, staying the same through 2022?
Yeah, I don't think either one of them are going to get a lot better fast, especially the labor shortage. I just think it's going to be a tough year or two. There's so much demand on home services, of course, what we do, and it's going to be tough. So it's going to be real important to retain the ones you have. On the equipment side, the manufacturers were already pushed to the limit. Pre-pandemic, really the pandemic, and then we had the freeze damage in Texas due to the power outages, and they just couldn't keep up. From what I understand, production has increased. If they can continue to get raw materials, maybe they can start making headway. I think it's going to be a tough year or so in equipment. Chemicals, again, supply and demand were a little too close for comfort, and then we had the fire at the trichlor plant in Louisiana, and it threw things into a tailspin. So it's been tough. I think it's going to be, a year or two really before it gets back to normal. And I would just say, plan as far out as you can. Order way in advance. Ask your vendors how long you need to order, and then add a month or two. Be a good customer for your manufacturers. Pay your bills on time. Be low maintenance. Solve your own problems. Don't expect the manufacturers to solve all of them. And then be honest with your clients. If you're building a pool and it's going to take 9 months to get a slide, you need to tell the client as soon as you know that information, and add a month or two to it just to cover yourself. So just, I think it's just going to be planning and transparency to the clients.
We'll see how things break, right?
I hope so.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.